In the credits. Yeah.
Laugh here, and then we had done this elaborate like pull out to feel like it's the end of the movie, and then we realized no, we're better off just cutting the black, and then boom, we're done.
Hey, he does fall off the roof.
As you requested. You could see it coming from 2 hours away.
Yay, David. And this was so great to honor you guys, honor the actors with the voices you do and show the pictures. There you go, Yarly.
I feel so lonely. I wish I could more. When I saw you were doing that, I thought, oh crap, not again.
And this, of course, was from an earlier thing where we had a scene where Burns' mansion was being looted by everybody, and
the line tested, but the scene didn't, so we
kept the line
in the credits. And then again, we're trying to give people. There was also discussion with Fox where they said this is the point at which people will continue to be sitting through the credits. It's basically where Maggie says sequel, and then they said don't worry about after that because they're going to get up and go. We have a little more, but it was actually a very time tested principle they had about how long people will actually be watching.
Oh, and that bottom credit, Phil Rosenthal, creator of Everybody Loves Raymond, who was very gracious in giving me several weeks off to come over and work on this when we were breaking the story. And I promised him, I said, I'll make sure you get drawn into a scene, and Phil said, a line would be nice.
Isn't that great song? So I have a question. I wondered why you declared as Maggie's first word after we did that whole thing about.
We did do a show where we had Maggie's first word, but
I don't recall.
That was 15 years ago.
I'm so tired of your earnestness and truth.
I know, I'm sorry.
This is her first movie word.
Well, if I give my nerd explanation to that, in that version, no one witnessed that. So she did have a word, but they did not actually see her have the first word.
Oh, all right.
So from their point of view, it's the first word.
Our question is, why does she say sequel?
And John Carnahan for his tireless 24-hour-a-day editing.
And the whole staff, the editorial staff.
Come on, Dad, let's go. I've been holding it since they put the dome over the town.
You can wait. A lot of people worked really hard on this film, and all they ask is for you to memorize their names.
Well, I want to make sure no animals were harmed during the filming of this movie. Phew.
Okay. Woo! More popcorn.
Wait. It looks like Maggie has something to say.
By the way, this is Nancy doing the voice of Maggie.
I used to do the voice of Maggie.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Really?
Way back in the day.
And Elizabeth Taylor said her other first word on the show.
Dada.
Yep.
I just wanted to mention too. You see, the other sequence directors. We had quite a few scenes had to be spread out with a lot of people as we were rewriting, and many, especially Bob Anderson and Chuck Sheets, they worked on sequences that were cut out in their entirety. But it was all worthwhile, my friends, because it helped see what worked and helped see what didn't work.
Can you say that again?
I don't think so. That makes any sense.
Just play it back when you get the DVD.
All right.
But thanks for listening.
We wish the film was longer.
Dima and Razul really did a wonderful job. Dima,
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, Razul came in from Disney. He had done layout on features like Aladdin and Beauty and the Beast, and really, really great addition. You give a additional cinematic point of view to the shots.
I was just doing an interview with NPR where they're talking about how wonderful I agree. Each frame is just beautiful, and the color scheme, again, which was thought through and changed up to the very last minute.
Really quite an interesting challenge. Dima had worked on Rugrats and Thornberrys movies that have a similar approach to the palette that Simpsons does in terms of like backgrounds or cell backgrounds like on The Simpsons. But it really did a wonderful job of fleshing out the movie. And the animators listed.
Any of these people?
I'm sorry?
Have we paid any of these people?
All the character artists, hats off. Just
No kidding.
yeah. What was great too is that most of the character layout artists were really animators because they really fleshed out every scene. Much more so than we do on the series. That every scene is really realized and fully animated.
What's a character artist? Why do you call them that?
Well, then we have background artists doing background layout and character artists doing character layout. But our character layout is more akin to key animation because it's like all the key
But
poses.
otherwise, for instance, you, the director, would do key animation. Somebody would do the intermediate things until the next key move.
No. It's more that I do as little of that as possible because I have to sort of keep an eye on everything.
So what do you actually do then?
I just sit around and loaf. I point at people.
Yeah, a lot.
He plays a flaming tuba.
Well, that's I do because the animation sort of cuts into that time, and I spend more time doing that. But you see, there's a lot of people involved. It'll all be in my book on how we animate this film.
I think we made the right choice between North and South Korea.
One of the studios was in North Korea, one of the studios was in South Korea.
Every single name has 20% of the picture.
When we would give them the rewrites, these people would go and start bobbing and going, kill, kill, kill. Flaming tuba.
And is it true that you had people worked on the film 24 hours a day, animators?
Definitely there were 7-day weeks.
I love
There were
it.
7
I
weeks.
loved the anthem. I was dying that we weren't going to get it any place, and we finally got it in the end credits.
At least, yes. We used to have this whole scene where everybody's feeling depressed, and Barney starts up, and then, like in Casablanca, renewed spirits before they meet their doom.
Well, that was when I realized how fast animation was being done. It was saying, what if Maggie had like a French flag, and I turned and you had already drawn it. It was amazing. And one of those boards.
I thought that was going to be a great image from the film, and we didn't even get it animated. So we edited it.
By the way, you know the lyrics to the real Marcia are incredibly bloody. Like, we'll tear you up and stomp on you. And I think ours are better, honestly.
No olive oil for you.
There's some long ass credits.
Sure are.
I think they're in line with most animated
How many
features.
people do you think will be sifted through?
Everybody, every person to see this movie.
Well, if they are, there's a little reward.
Little reward.
Do you think
There's
there's a
little
reward
at
at
the
the
end.
end?
I agree with Fox that, I think that where Maggie talks is where a lot of people...
Yeah, I'm in the car. At the very end of
I
the
drink
credits,
so much soda, I gotta get out of there.
at the very end of the credits, there are lotto picks. I didn't want to give that away.
Now these aren't real.
Well, they
We're just making up logos at this point.
Well, I think it's only going to be the guys clean enough to see this.
tribute to them. I like the alternate language was Homer.
There it is.
There was also one you would add that I liked. It didn't make it in, but it was, if people only knew we recycled this food.
Thanks a lot for listening, everybody.
I love the themes on song.
He came back and redid it. Do it again.
And we had all this. the
crazy
it's just
stuff that
really
came after.
Crazy stuff. We had this other
Yeah.
shot we were going to do. I think we talked about the other commentary. That was like, no, just cut to black.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
done.
That rocks, man.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anybody I forgot to mention, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But from everybody.
every timers, I have to mention
Richard
Adam
did a wonderful
Coleman.
job.
You said
Oh,
Richard.
the great Neil Affleck, who another